Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing great. As you can tell from the title down below, I'm going to be sharing with you some of our family's favorite living books. If you are new here, my kiddos are huge fans of anything nature related, specifically when it comes to animals. So typically whenever we do read any books about animals or nature or just anything actually living, they are in tune to the story. It is some of their favorite things when it has to do with animals and nature. So I'm going to share this series with you. It's called the Living Forest series, and we have slowly collected these books over the last 6 months, and we finally have all 12 of them. So we do have the entire collection, and I wanted to share these with you, especially if you are looking for a great gift idea to give to little ones in your life, specifically if they do like nature things or if they are into more nature-inspired stories. These books are beautiful. They have humor in them, and they have so much information packed into these fun, cute stories that the kiddos don't even know that they're learning everything about this animal's habitat, their lifestyle, their family living, like everything, all in a really fun and simple story. So I wanted to share with you each of these 12 books. Kind of honestly just read the back of each one so you get the background of every story and kind of share what some of our favorites have been so far and things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So one of my favorite things about living books in general is instead of opening a textbook or a science book and reading one little paragraph about a porcupine and then expecting your student to kind of remember those facts, it kind of takes that fact, so to speak, and make it completely come to life in a sweet story. So instead of learning just a few animal facts about a certain animal in a textbook, it really does make these animals, like I said earlier, their life, their habitat, how they interact with other animals in the forest or other animals in the jungle, depending on what animal it is. Having them in a story makes it so fun. And honestly, in a sweet story like this, like for example, this is the How's Inky book. It's a porcupine and his pals offer some highlights on happiness, and so you're learning character building stories in these books, you're learning humor while learning everything you need to know about a porcupine. So it's such a fun series. So yeah, the theme, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, is a porcupine and his pals offer some highlights on happiness. So you go out the forest, you go on this little adventure with Inky, and it's just a really cute story. And this is I believe it's the first one in the series. The second one in the series is called Too Much Salt and Pepper, this one right here. And again, it's also about porcupines. It's called Two Porcupines with Prickly Spines Who Make You Laugh and Think. And this actually is a hilarious story. You go on these adventures with these two porcupines and it's adorable. But behind the book, I'm just going to read behind the book because if I go into what the story is about, I'll probably go off on like 5 different rabbit trails. But it goes, life at the Campbell's summer cabin is peaceful and tranquil, well, some of the time. But enter two rambunctious porcupines named Salt and Pepper. Share the joys, adventures, and hilarious mischief these little pincushions and other forest friends create at the author's island's home. Very adorable one. This is probably one of our favorites so far. We haven't read the last 2 yet because I just got those and I'm trying to decide if I want to save them for Christmas or not. But this is definitely one of our favorites so far. The third one in the Living Forest series is called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Moe, and Still Moe. And the theme is Lessons in Living from 5 Frisky Red Squirrels. In the back it says, red squirrels are by nature inquisitive and rambunctious, reason enough to think twice before adopting one, not to mention 5. But that is just what happens to Sam and Jenny Campbell at their Wilderness Island home. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Moe, and Still Moe will win your heart with their irresistible antics and crazy capers. All have their own personalities, and you'll have a wonderful time discovering the insights each one has for you. Now sit back in your chair, grab a bag of peanuts, and join the Campbells as they go a little nuts raising these forest friends. The fourth one in the Living Forest series is a Tippy, Canoe, and Canada 2. This is an adventure in animal antics and animal wisdom. And in the back it says, somewhere east of sunset and somewhere west of dawn is Sanctuary Lake, a wilderness home Sam and Jenny Campbell seek in their old but faithful birch canoe. So dip your paddle into the cool waters of imagination and journey into the far-flung world of the fur-trading voyager. A Tippy Canoe in Canada 2 will delight you with the wildlife friendships and revelations of the Northwoods land of distant shores where there are no roads, no towns, no man-made intrusions, a land where peace lives on. And this is probably our second favorite so far in the series. The fifth one in the series is called On Wings of Cheer, and the theme is a red-winged blackbird shares his happy heart. Now, a happy heart is really a fun phrase. I like using it with the kids a lot. I try to emphasize doing things with a happy heart. Are we having a happy heart? And things like that. So this book was actually really fun for our family. But it's On Wings of Cheer, takes the reader again to the sanctuary in the north woods of Wisconsin. As the story opens, the country is under the enchantment of fall haze and dazzlingly beautiful and a dazzlingly brilliant foliage. It's unseasonably warm, and the purple finches, robins, and sparrows are singing like it's spring instead of fall. Here we catch our first glimpse of Clever Cheer, the remarkable friendly red-winged blackbird, through a full year from the excitement of Old Charlie, a 500-pound too-friendly bear, to a grand Christmas in the woods and trouble crossing broken ice the following spring. So this one actually we have already read a couple times, if I'm honest. But because it has to do around the Christmas season, we'll probably end up pulling this out again because it is one of our favorites. So if you are looking for one to either give as a gift this Christmas or to give for any time of like around December, this would definitely be a good one for that, and that is the On Wings of Cheer. The sixth one in the series is called Moose Country, and the theme of this is a boy naturalist in an ancient forest. The mysterious wilderness has always held an attraction for boys and girls of all ages, and what a wilderness is to be found in Sam Campbell's Moose Country. Hi Bub, a young, inquisitive boy, joins the Campbells for a journey into Sanctuary Lake in Canada's North Country, where a wonderful world of animals and adventure awaits. The author's talent for descriptive writing makes every page blossom with the sights, sound, and sense of God's marvelous creation. So take this wonderful wilderness walk and discover with Hi Bub the intrigue of animal and sometimes human behavior. So my little guy is 6, and we read this when he was about 5. And I loved this because it was also another little boy learning about all the same things that he absolutely loves. So if you do have a little boy in your life, I definitely recommend Moose Country for him. The 7th one in the series is actually The 7 Secrets of Somewhere Lake. And the theme of this is animal ways that inspire and amaze. I always thought this theme was really, really sweet with this book. But The 7 Secrets of Somewhere Lake has been cited as the best yet. So Sam and Jenny have no more than just said no baby animals this year, then fate dooms in. The Campbells have no choice but to adopt a rapid succession. Zipper, a half-starved fawn, Zoe, a baby fox, Zany, a taffy-colored puppy, and Zinnia, a tiny skunk. So enjoy the adventures with Sam as the family continues to grow. Even 7 young beavers are literally dumped in his lap, and then later Sam's buck fever experience when he at last finds the mountain lion. This is a great, great one too. You're introducing a lot of different animals, a lot of different animal habitats and their life all in one, all in a really fun, sweet, and really funny story. Now, I have shared the 8th one before on my channel because I believe I shared this in one of my morning basket videos. But the 8th one is Looney Coo. The theme is Antics of a Frolicking Raccoon. We actually have a lot of raccoons around here. So after reading the story, the kids always think of raccoons as a little bit different and a little more humorous. But the back says raccoons are notorious for their mischief and streetwise animal antics, but seldom has there been a raccoon that can match the career of Looney Coo. Life for the otters, geese, deer, skunks, and porcupines of the Campbell's wilderness home was always unpredictable when this bundle of energy was in town. So join in the fun, spills, and porcupine quills, the wonderful adventures of Looney Coo. This is a hilarious one. Again, this is probably our 3rd favorite so far. The 9th one in the series is called Fiddlesticks and Freckles. This one right here, and the theme is the forest frolics of 2 funny fawns. These 2 little fawns are so full of personality. The back says, Fiddlesticks and Freckles carries you away into the Wisconsin wilderness where the Campbell family adopts 2 orphan fawns. You will meet the host of forest friends in an exciting array of adventures, some hilarious, others sad, which is true. Those secret lessons revealed through God's natural world. So this brings a lot of I guess you could say actual scientific lessons to life about nature itself, and I love that this is almost more, I'm not going to call it like a straight up science book, but you do learn a lot in this book, again, in that living book, that really funny, humorous story that the kids will actually remember. So I really like this one too. The 10th book in the series is called Beloved Rascals, and nature's knaves are nicer than you think. The 10th one in the series is called Beloved Rascals. It's Nature's Knaves Are Nicer Than You Think. And in the back of this says, few people can flesh out the personalities of wild animals as well as Sam Campbell. Gasp at the ornery ways of the more cantankerous members of his wilderness neighborhood. At the same time, you will be touched with the same infectious love Sam has for all these forest friends. This is also another one of our favorites. So the last two in the series, number 11 and 12, are the two ones that I have actually not read. So I'm going to go ahead and read, I guess I've been reading the back of all of them, but continue reading the back of them. This is called Sweet Sue's Adventure, and the tagline on this is, Even Skunks Can Teach Life Lessons. So Sam Campbell's forest life books are known and loved by both children and adults. Now, the philosopher of the forest has written Sweet Sue's Adventures for younger children who love animals and the outdoors. In clear and concise language for the beginning reader, the author tells why a skunk behaves as he does, where he lives, what he eats, and how he reacts to other forest animals. So you're again learning about everything about the skunk's lifestyle, their habitat, what they eat, everything about them, all in a really funny story. And again, I know my kiddos will love this one because it's about skunks and they think they're hilarious. So. The last one in the series, book number 12, is called Calamity Jane. It's about a wise old raccoon, and it is a large raccoon ready to deliver 4 little ones as the newest forest friend. See how she raises them, teaches them the ways of the forest, how to protect themselves, and all the things necessary to life in their world. So come and watch as Calamity Jane is captured by hunters, wins their affection, and is finally set free to rejoin her little ones. So you will find the reading of Sam Campbell's books a very special treat, and I agree. So these books are really, as you can tell, full of just everything you need to know about animals, their lifestyle, as I mentioned before, the habitat, their forest, and everything like that, all told in really funny, sweet stories. But yes, I am going to go ahead and end the video there before it gets too long, but I did want to share them with you in case you were looking for a really good series to give as a gift to little ones in your life who love nature, and honestly for adults as well, because they are such fun stories, and I thoroughly enjoyed them just as much as my kiddos did. But yeah, thank you again for being here and for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot here, and as always, I'd love to have you join our family, and you can do so by subscribing down below. And until our next video, you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye!